Hello, junior high staff. I wanted to give you a quick overview of the redesign for the staff website, which we titled CJHS Staff Resources. I'm just going to go through just a little bit on how you navigate it and some of the key points on the pages that I think you might use most frequently. So we'll start with what pops up here on the home page when you come in. When you scroll down a little bit, you'll notice that there's a welcome back message and then a calendar to the right. So as Betsy shares a newsletter weekly for staff, previously the 411, she'll email that out and then we'll have it posted here. To the right, you'll see something that says CJHS Master Calendar, and that is a new calendar that we've created that will list all the internal events that only staff need to know about. And there are things that won't necessarily be published on our public calendar. And you'll see on this website, it's kind of listed in an agenda format. And at the bottom, there's a little plus, so you can hit that and it'll subscribe it to your Google Calendar so you can see those events, which I would encourage you to do. One little thing I want to point out is that you do have the ability to click on events and see if there is, say, like a attachment or agenda. So an example of that would be like Friday the 13th. We're having a convocation, and you'll see that it says that there's an altered schedule. So if you click that, you'll see it says altered schedule here, and if you click the link there, it'll take you to the document. So just wanted you to know that those are clickable. That we'll still send things out, but just trying to keep things together. The phone list to the right, a link with the full staff phone list, and then some quick links here on the front. The technology work orders, calendar requests, announcements requests, and then there's a shared drive here for seating charts because we're still going to be using that for contact tracing. We'll send out more info on that later, but just try to have those right up on the front page. Okay, so let's go up to the buttons at the top here a little bit. So rename some of them. They're a little more boring, but maybe will help you find information quickly. So general information, and you'll see the arrow that if you hover over it, there's several things. I do want to point out that you can click on general information and it will take you to a page. So I'm going to show you that in a second. There's a page for classified staff, curriculum and assessment, and a drop down there for NWA. Student services has quite a bit on it. We'll come back to that. And then the athletics and activities, there may be more there as well. So let's go back to general information. This may be a page you want to check out frequently. If I click just general information, it's going to take me here, and I can still access all those drop downs like will sub and the library and safety. Here you're going to find a lot of the things that were on the previous staff website that were called, I think, hot buttons. So those are listed to the right there. There are several. I tried to get away from just having a long list, but I still have a few over there. So, I'm always open to improvements on this. But there's the schedule. You can view it here or open it up. I'm going to go down here. I want you to see the school safety page because there's quite a bit of information here. There's a training video for school safety, which we'll talk about. It's kind of an overview of all of our procedures. Remind alerts, which is explained in the safety video. There's a link again for the share drive for seating charts, as well as the rest of our safety information that is covered in the safety video. I'm going to highlight another thing on here for you, the technology page. So technology has some information about, again, how to go to the get help for technology work orders. And then we link right to the DLS page, which has a lot of info, and you'll want to check that out. I'm sure many of you have been there already, but I want you to know that you can access that from our staff website as well. Okay, skipping ahead, under curriculum and assessment, again, you can click curriculum and assessment and it takes you to a page there where right now we just have our PD outline, and then as we post PDs and resources, we'll add to that. And then you can also access NWA information there. Just some basics right now. We'll be adding to that with schedules and other information you'll need. All right, let's take a look at student services. Again, if I click student services, I'm going to get a page here that has information we'll be adding for bullying prevention, and counselors will be updating some info coming up. Here's information on behavior management. This is, again, you can access our behavior referral, common expectations, which are being revised, the Pride map, which might be revised shortly, and the student handbook is linked to here. And we will go over this. It's kind of a little broader than the Pride map, but just some info about how the process will work about getting support for behaviors. And you can access the behavior referral right from the student services drop down. So if I click that, right, I'm going to go right to pull up the behavior referral, so you don't have to hunt for it. There is a student resource page, which we'll talk a little bit more about in the future. We'll be sharing something out so you guys can add a link to this to your Canvas pages. That way students can access the handbook, the map, and we will be adding to this as well. All right. And like I mentioned, there's the athletics and activities is there too. So that's a brief overview. I want to point out one more thing before we go. You'll notice that on the home page, there's a bright green banner at the top, and it's highlighting that there's an altered schedule for August 13th, and with a link that says schedule here. So if you click that link, it will take you to the schedule for Friday as well. That banner we will use whenever there's changes or important information that might be coming up. Like if NWA is going on, we might have the NWA scheduled right there at the top. If we're on a 2-hour delay, we might post the 2-hour delay right there at the top. So just know that if you see that green banner, it usually is something important that you might want to take note of. So I would encourage you to bookmark this in your favorite way, whether that's Symbaloo or a shortcut at the top of your Chrome page or right on your desktop. If you need help with that, just let us know. We're going to try to direct people to this junior high resource page for a lot of information. So we're trying to balance, long emails and a lot of emails, and just try to direct people here. So anyway, thanks for your time. I'm open. We are definitely open for suggestions on what kinds of information you guys would like to see here, and for changes and how you can get to things better. Just because we came up with it this way doesn't mean it has to stay this way. All right, thanks.